Super Bowl contenders, teams that you truly believe have a shot to make Santa Clara and potentially win it. And I'd love to go division by division, if you don't mind. Sure. And you tell me how many teams in this division are, in your mind, Brent Musburger, Super Bowl contenders, and we'll tally up the amount at the end. Let's start with the AFC East. How many Super Bowl contenders reside in that division, do you believe,
One,
Brent?
Buffalo.
Okay. That's it. End of story. The Bills are the
end of story.
Team. How about the AFC North, Brent? Yeah, here we are.
One, Baltimore.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm not going to include Cincinnati. I can't trust them defensively. I don't like how the front office has handled the signing of the rush man. I'm going to go with Baltimore in that division alone.
What about the Steelers with Rodgers now in the mix, Brent?
You know, the Steelers always let me down when they get to the playoffs, okay? And how much does the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers have left, okay? There were good games with the Jets, especially toward the end, but there were some bad games with Aaron Rodgers. Now, look, first ballot, automatic, Hall of Famer, great quarterback, somewhat stubborn, and we have to see how he gets along with the new OC that he's working with. I know he has praised him and everything, but that OC likes to run the football a little bit. We'll see what happens. I would say Super Bowl contender. Now, listen, I like Mike Tomlin, obviously. I mean, never finished under 500. That's great. Love the Steelers organization. The Rooneys cut great stories about Mr. Art Rooney himself. I tell you, I have to tell you this, Rich.
Go, please.
On the Sunday that JFK had been assassinated on Friday, okay, and Pete Rozelle, and he later confided in all of us that he made a mistake. But the league went ahead and played on Sunday, okay? And I didn't want to be there. I was covering the Chicago Bears as a newspaper man, okay? Went into the press box early, went out with the team, and it was empty, barren. It was a terrible Sunday. I went down to get a cup of coffee, and there was an elderly gentleman standing down there in a corner, and I complained about it. And he said, "What can I do for you, young man?" So I introduced myself, and he said, "I'm Art Rooney." And it was the man himself. And he said, let me make you feel a little bit better. Get a cup of coffee. He did. And then he reached inside his coat and he pulled out a little bottle of Jack Daniels and he poured it in my coffee. And I felt better covering that game. Great game, by the way. Mike Ditka, you got go see Mike Ditka's great run. The Bears had to have a tie in that game, and it was awesome.
Oh, my gosh. I did not see the end of that story coming, but it's fantastic. Awesome. I love it. All right, so you've got the Bills and the Ravens so far as the only Super Bowl contenders halfway through the divisions in the AFC. The South, does the AFC South, in your mind, have a Super Bowl contender in it?
I would like to say Houston, but I'm not. I'm going to exclude the South.
Okay.
No Super Bowl contender.
All right. Now we get to the West, where you were talking about the deep end of this AFC pool. How many are in there?
Okay. We cannot eliminate the Chiefs because the last time they did lose the Super Bowl to Tampa Bay and Tom Brady, they got to the championship game and lost to Cincinnati. So the Chiefs have to be in there.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to put the Chargers in there. And the Broncos.
You like the Broncos?
And everybody should know I'm biased. You know, I'm a season ticket holder with the Chargers, but right. I mean with the Raiders. But Jimmy Harbaugh is the real deal. Mm-hmm. And what we all should have remembered in that preseason game the other night is John Harbaugh with the Ravens wins preseason games. Okay, and Jimmy looked just like his brother in that opening game. So I'm going to put 3 from the AFC West in there.
Okay, so that's a total of 5 in the AFC. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.